are the 3 ways Italians eat pasta.
We are 2 Italian sisters living in Italy, and we're here to show you how Italians celebrate cooking, eating, and drinking. No filters, the real Italian way.
3 ways, but we're not talking about the sauces.
3 would be nothing.
3 would be like, no.
Nothing.
It's actually 3 different cooking procedures that determine how the dish will be served.
Just 3, imagine.
Do you know?
Do you know them?
5 minutes. 5 seconds.
5 minutes. Okay, basta. So can I start by saying something?
Of course.
Now, pasta is pasta's a thing. I mean, pasta is pasta. Pasta is I would call it our queen. And pasta is always a dish that is protagonist. Like, it's not a side dish. It's not something, okay, just let's add pasta. No. And so pasta is so important that it actually has 3 different ways of preparing it. You want to start?
Yes.
Which are we going to start with?
With the very first one.
Okay.
The one that we use practically every day. And that you are actually doing every single day, but you did not know you're actually making it. It's called pastasciutta. Pasta asciutta means dry. Not because you're starting from dry pasta. Listen close. So pastasciutta is a pasta that you get a pot of water, you let it boil, you add some salt, you toss in the pasta. When it's al dente, when it's
Al dente,
like cooked but with a heart of crunchiness, you drain it and then you dress it with a sauce. That's why it's called pastasciutta, because the sauce is dried. You're actually not using...
You're not eating it in a broth.
You're not eating it with a broth, which is the second type, but that's another story. Let's finish with pastasciutta. Please follow me, okay? So imagine you could be having pesto, you could be having ragu alla bolognese, you could be having any type of sauce, but when the pasta is cooked in boiling water, drained, sauteed, and dressed with a sauce, it is pastasciutta, and you have it with a fork.
With a fork, yes. And you know what? I think we definitely have to show a video on how to swirl pasta without properly. But that's something
so
else.
So this is a pasta you would have with pastasciutta to make pasta.
This is a pasta you would have pastasciutta. This is a pasta you would always be pastasciutta.
So good, congratulations to you, because you've been making pastasciutta all your life.
And you did not know. A second way of making pasta is in brodo, which means in a broth. So this is pasta that is swimming in a broth. The broth could either be a delicious meat broth, or it could either be a delicious vegetarian broth, vegetable broth. And pasta like that, the classic, if I want you to think about one pasta that is made to be in broth, is tortellini. Tortellini in brodo. Yes, no, it's one of those dishes that it's like hugging something warm on a cold winter's day. It's just comfort food to the max.
But also I would say pastina.
Yes, like pastina. Like this is something that you would eat in broth.
But let's say that pastina in Italy is actually not a specific pasta shape. Pastina actually means it means small. Pastina, it just means small, little, tiny pasta, and they can have all sorts of shapes like this. This is like a tiny rigatoni, but then you could have like the orzo-shaped ones, like you guys know, we call it risoni. There are many different types, but that is pasta in brodo, which that is why the other one is called asciutta.
So we have pastasciutta, we have pasta in brodo, but there is another way. There is another way to cook pasta.
That is actually cooked twice. Yes.
Can I say it? Can I spoil it?
Yes.
Pasta al forno.
Pasta al forno. Forno means oven. So here's again the story. You sort of copy the procedure of making pastasciutta. So hot water, boil pasta, but say the package says 10 minutes. You take it out way before, like halfway before, 3/4 way before, you drain it, and then you need something lusciously saucy. because you're gonna mix it with a sauce. So imagine now, I'm thinking the bechamel sauce, or like a really nice juicy tomato sauce, or ragu alla bolognese. Any of these, you put it with the pasta, which is sort of still a little crunchy, with this nice juicy sauce, and you put it in the oven. You lots of cheese, parmigiano on it, and you put it in the oven. It finishes to cook. It continues absorbing the juiciness of the sauces, continues cooking.
But the top layer gets like the classic is this. So the top layer gets all little crunchy and burned, and then it fell. No, it's here. And then you have all these. The pasta forno usually full of cheeses, and so it's got all this creaminess to it, and it gets a little crunchy, and it is.
And you've had it many times. You know why? Lasagna, if you think about it,
is the classic pasta forno.
It's the classic pasta forno. Yes. Now this type is a dried lasagna sheet.
But you can make it fresh. But anyway, so these are the ways that pasta is cooked to then become something delicious. That they're all good. I mean, you can't. Which is your favorite? They're all delicious. I mean, tortellini in brodo,
they
lasagna,
all have different
forno.
purposes.
Yes, they all have different purposes according to the sauce and the region. And
for instance, I make pasta al forno when I know that I have a busy life. So pasta al forno you can prepare even the day before, because you can reheat it. So when my kids are home, they can just reheat and they have a full meal, because you may have some meat, you may have some vegetables. And pastina in brodo, for me, it means dinner, evening on cold winters. And I want to surprise you. Do you want to be surprised? Well, Do you want to be surprised?
What?
Look what I'm going to do. Look at me. I'm breaking pasta.
But look how she's breaking it. She's breaking pasta for a purpose. She's breaking pasta to turn it, because sometimes
to turn it
into pastina.
There.
To turn it into pastina, because if you want to make pastina and you don't have it at home, you take spaghetti and you break it in this case. But this.
Oh wait.
Oh, we actually wait. Yeah, you should.
There is a. Oh wait.
She'll be right back. No, this is a pasta shape that makes us laugh a lot. This is a pasta shape that we have some kind of adversity with it. This is angel hair. And it
was difficult to find.
It's actually difficult to find. Angel hair for us in Italy is pasta that is either serves this purpose, or it's for the older people that don't have enough teeth to chew. I mean, we don't use it as a spaghetti. Like this and this, they might look similar, but no.
Spaghetti is for pastasciutta. Angel hair is not for pastasciutta. No. It's really for us. Angel hair serves this purpose. You eat it with broth, because actually the first forms of short pasta, the first forms of pastina.
Let me do that.
It was actually by breaking the long pasta.
See, because they're thin, they break. Look. Much easier than.
And they cook in less time.
Which is important. So it's a time saver. That's the only time you can use angel hair. Not in a cacio e pepe, no. Only in broth.
Yes, not in a pastasciutta.
No.
Okay, so please repeat. What are the three ways in which pasta is cooked? Yes, good.
Pastasciutta.
Okay, you got it.
Pasta in brodo.
Bravo.
And pasta al forno. That's it.
And that's it.
Now you know.
Now you know.